But I gotta make also to say to you, Bob,
Yeah, sure.
because I was going to call this episode uh, Bob Levy's Nose Full of Snow, because it's the Christmas episode.
Mm.
Yes.
And we've seen, and you've spoken a lot about addiction and getting over that stuff and getting
Mhm.
over the drugs and all that shit. But with you, because there's a big difference between having a couple of drinks with the boys and a night
Yeah.
out and getting high, and then it being an addiction. And that's something I've always wondered with you. At what point did you realize, like, shit, I'm hooked? And let's start with cocaine on this one.
I never really felt that. It wasn't like, I did it whenever, but, now it's poison, so I haven't done it in a while. But, yeah, with drinking, I used to drink to get drunk. I wouldn't even remember sets. And then now I go and have one drink, a nice little bourbon, and that's it. And I'll maybe get a second one and start it off, but I'll never finish it. And I'm fine. I just have, you don't want to be the drunk guy at a party because then nobody wants you there no more. Well, I don't go to parties anyway because I don't want to hang out with losers.
Mm, that's kind of racist. But the
Yeah.
thing is, but the thing I would ask about that sort of stuff is, how did you know though that like when it came to like pills and drugs that you were hooked?
Probably when I was blowing my doctor when I ran out. I mean, it could have been a sign, but then it could have been the time I tried to blow myself when I ran out, and then you just know it's like everything is falling apart mentally, and she's seen it happening. People seen it. It's clear. It gets you fucking very aggressive and
Turd.
you want to smack people around and shit. It's like, and you have to be always right. But I am always right, so it doesn't matter if I was on pills or not.
But but I gotta ask you as well about Artie Lange,
Yes.
because it's almost been what 3 or 4 years since he's been around, and like I understand that people go through their shit that like I'm technically trying to cut back on drinking. Yeah, and when I say technically, I mean that's what I tell people. But the
Okay.
stuff is with the. I gotta ask with Artie, how do you know when? How did you know when being around him, like this guy's got a problem? Like it's not just, oh Artie's fucked up again. It's like when you realized, I think Artie's fucking hooked on this shit.
Well, I thought he was drinking for the longest time, because he never did anything in front of us, never. And then it just like you see him passing out and shit, but you thought it was alcohol at first because he drank a bottle of JD. Like we had two bottles, one was his, one was mine, and we would drink it. And then I was like, oh man, he can't handle his booze.
And then you would go for breakfast, right? Hilarious.
That's the breakfast was always good.
But Ekul, what's your memory and experiences of being an Artie fan? Do you think Bob's completely responsible for every negative thing that ever happened to Artie Lange?
Yeah, I think it is entirely Bob's fault. From what I've heard from clips of Artie himself, he does hold Bob solely responsible.
Yes, I mean it was something I was pushing for a while until I got a bug.
Oh, good work though, Bob. That worked.
Yeah, I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it, but I did get him to rehab again.
Good one.
But that didn't work out.
Have you heard anything about his whereabouts or his well-being?
I actually heard he's doing good. I heard he's doing really good, and he should be popping up soon. I have a feeling he's going to be popping up soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it takes people longer, man. When you go through that, I mean, the anxiety and shit is incredible. And the withdrawals of not having it, like, it doesn't take, it takes at least a year, and it's taken him a lot longer, but he's doing it right.
I thought the less we hear from him, the better it is, essentially.
It is.
As sad as it is for us to not have like his content and whatever.
Yeah, no, it's the best thing, because if you hear anything, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, true.
So,
Did you know how Artie Lange would vote? Like what side he sort of supported?
I'm pretty sure I know.
Would it be shall we say the
No,
oh, he was a
he was definitely he would lean that way for sure. Yeah,
uh-huh.
he was.
But because I would, one of the things like this will never happen, but I would love it if Artie could come back and be happy and healthy,
He will
and
be.
be able to do a review show of Bruce Springsteen's podcast he did with Obama.
Oh wow, that would be. How long was that interview?
Uh, 8 to 10 episodes, but it probably felt like 20.
Dude, we could actually do 2 hours.
See,
Wow.
but yeah, but tell us what is Artie Lange's private phone number?
Right now, it could be anything. I mean, I think he changed his number like 5 times or 7 times when I was with him at the end.
Tell us a story about the craziest shit you ever seen Artie Lange do.
I couldn't believe he would kill on stage, being fucked up like that. I couldn't believe it. I'd never seen anything like that. I was like, one time we were doing a show and I went to get him. I get off stage and it was fucking great audience. I go back into the dressing room. He's laying under a table. And I'm like, dude, you got to go. And he goes, just go back. And, and I'm like, dude, you got to go up there. He went up there and fucking destroyed. He was laying under a table.
With another man?
No.
Oh. Well, I was wondering that in case you trying to make it seem like it was gay. Right, Ekul?
It was a table. It was a gay table.
But then, was it part of that comedy scene back then? Because you always hear about how guys like Norton didn't drink, but now he drinks from a pipe every night as long as he gets the chance.
Yeah.
But I just think that when it comes to what Florentine doesn't drink, even though he's still shooting loads every opportunity he gets. I just think this whole thing, it's weird. Like, what is it about you comedians and getting fucked up all the time? Ekul?
Fun. I mean, you got to be with the audience. The audience is drinking. You're drinking. It's a party. It's fucking fun. It's like that's our night going out. I ain't gonna go to a bar and hang out. I'll go and drink when I was doing shows.
I just noticed there's a famous person in the chat here.
Is there?
It's where is she here? Mommy.
Oh, there she is.
God.
And she is, of course, as I don't know if Ekul knew this, but she is married to a. And not that there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? She's a nice person, and I get along with it.
You're telling me that Vince the lawyer is a
Nerdy-well?
That's the one.
Yeah. But as speaking of Vince, new vid of fans stalking me, KC, UFC just uploaded.
Everyone leave the stream, go have a look.
Yeah.
He said they couldn't even enjoy the fight. This guy kept bothering them the whole fucking time. It's like, Vince, can I take a picture of you? And Casey had to hold him and shit and next to the guy, and it was like a fucking big thing.
Here's another one by him. Bob, if dues payer is 8.5 of comedian, what's Artie Lange?
12?
Yeah, 12. So, good comment.
Yeah, I always get a question. Artie had an album or a DVD or whatever called Jack and Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
But he had you on the cover of the album. What was the point of that?
Well, he used to drink Jack and I used to do Coke.
Ah, I thought it because you were.
No. But like that was from Philadelphia, that picture. That his shirt is wet because he was drinking all night. We were really fucking loaded. And somebody brought us cheesesteaks and he probably ate like 4 of them and then he threw up. It was a fun time. It really was.
Have you hung around with Artie since he's been sober or since you've been sober?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you, BF. I heard you like to get effed in the B. But do you think if you hung around with Artie that it may cause you guys to relapse?
No, I mean, people say that you shouldn't be around people that you were when you were using or something like that. So it probably is a smart thing mentally, to stay away from everyone at that time. But if you're strong enough, you can do it. You can hang out.
Here's a good question by Mommy.
Define
Define
sober,
sober,
Bob. Not doing coke, heroin, meth, pills, weed is fine. Having a drink is fine. I can have a drink because I'm in control of myself now. I stopped smoking yesterday. It's been 27 hours and 27 minutes of me taking total control of it. Okay. So if you want to be badass like me, you fucking do it.
Exactly.